A bold move is about to shake up the political landscape. Sir Keir Starmer is set to announce the UK's recognition of a Palestinian state. This decision, a potential game-changer in British foreign policy, comes with a backdrop of intense debate and controversy. The Prime Minister had set a deadline for Israel, demanding a ceasefire in Gaza and a commitment to a lasting peace deal. With no progress made, the UK is now taking a stand. But here's where it gets controversial. The move has sparked fierce criticism from various quarters, including the Israeli government and some within the Conservative Party. The situation in Gaza, described as intolerable by the Prime Minister, has worsened, with images of starvation and violence circulating. Israel's recent ground operation has forced hundreds of thousands to flee, and a UN inquiry has concluded that Israel has committed genocide against Palestinians in Gaza. Ministers argue that the time for recognition is now, citing the expansion of illegal Israeli settlements in the occupied West Bank. Justice Secretary David Lammy highlights the controversial E1 settlement project, warning it could destroy any hopes for a viable Palestinian state. Palestinian Authority President Mahmoud Abbas has welcomed the UK's pledge, but Conservative leader Kemi Badenoch disagrees, arguing that recognition without the release of hostages would reward terrorism. Family members of hostages taken by Hamas have also urged the Prime Minister to hold off on recognition until their loved ones are returned. They argue that the UK's decision has complicated efforts to secure a ceasefire and bring their family members home. Even U.S. President Donald Trump, during his state visit to the UK, expressed disagreement with the recognition. The two-state solution, a long-standing goal for many, refers to the creation of a Palestinian state in the West Bank and Gaza Strip, with East Jerusalem as its capital. Currently, the Palestinian Authority lacks full control over its land and people due to Israeli occupation. Recognizing a Palestinian state has been a cause championed by many within the Labour Party, with mounting pressure on the PM to take a tougher stance on Israel. Critics, however, question the government's approach, pointing out that conditions were set for Israel but not for Hamas. The chief rabbi, Sir Ephraim Mirvis, has called for a pause in the decision, arguing that recognition should not be unconditional and should consider the release of hostages. The Foreign Office, on the other hand, views statehood as a right of the Palestinian people, separate from Hamas, which it considers a terrorist organization. This complex situation raises important questions. Is the UK's recognition of a Palestinian state a necessary step towards peace? Or does it risk rewarding terrorism? Can a two-state solution be achieved without addressing the issue of Hamas and the hostages? What are your thoughts on this controversial move? Feel free to share your opinions and engage in a respectful discussion in the comments below.